discuss the questions from your Principles and Practices of Banking Module A. So this is going to be the marathon session of Module A. I really hope you all are excited to begin. Let's wait for everyone to join and then we will start the session. जल्दी से इस सेशन का लिंक जो है वो शेयर कर दें. जो भी आपके फ्रेंड्स हैं, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स हैं, टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स हैं, सब में आप सेशन शेयर कर दें जिसमें आपको और ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से आप इस मैराथन सेशन का लाभ ले पाएँ. जब सभी साथ में आंसर्स करते हैं तो तब और ज़्यादा मज़ेदार हो जाते हैं हमारे सेशंस. तो जल्दी से लिंक शेयर कर दें और उसके बाद हम शुरू करते हैं. आज हमारा जो डिस्कशन होने वाला है वो होगा मॉड्यूल ए के ऊपर. तो हमारे क्वेश्चंस आज मोस्टली मॉड्यूल ए पे फोकस रहेंगे. आने वाले समय में हम और चीज़ें भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. तो जो मॉड्यूल बी हैं, सी हैं, सारे सेशंस जितने हैं आगे आने वाले जो डिस्कशंस हैं, जो नेक्स्ट मैराथन सेशंस हैं उनमें डिस्कस होंगे. तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें जिसमें आपको सभी अपडेट्स मिलते रहें. इम्पॉर्टेंट जितने भी हैं आपके फीड में ही आपको मिल जाएं. तो जो मैराथन क्लास है वो हम शुरू करते हैं. जल्दी से सेशन का लिंक आप सभी शेयर कर दें. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ेंगे. तो चलिए, मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सभी तैयार होंगे. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपके लिए मैराथन सेशन में मॉड्यूल ए का ये रहा. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट. सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट हो जाता है, सबसे बेसिक हो जाता है इनफैक्ट. जो मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं ये वो चीज़ हैं जो हमारा जब हम प्रिंसिपल्स एंड प्रैक्टिसेस ऑफ बैंकिंग का मॉड्यूल ए स्टार्ट करते हैं तो सबसे पहले जो हम पढ़ते हैं मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स क्या होते हैं, कैपिटल मार्केट के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. तो ये क्वेश्चंस बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाते हैं. तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सभी इसको ठीक से आंसर कर पाएंगे. इसमें पूछा गया है कि इनमें से कौन से मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं. तो मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होते क्या हैं आप वो सोचें और उसके बाद आप इनको आंसर कर पाएंगे ठीक से. तो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन की तरफ अगर आप देखें तो वो है सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट. सेकंड ऑप्शन की तरफ अगर आप देखें तो वो है कमर्शियल पेपर. फिर थर्ड है ट्रेजरी बिल और फोर्थ है ऑल ऑफ द अबव. अब देखिए, मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो होते हैं वो बड़े शॉर्ट टर्म होते हैं, जिनकी मैच्योरिटी शॉर्ट टर्म होती है, वो होते हैं मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट. ठीक है, इसके अंदर हमारे कौन कौन से इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स आ जाते हैं उन पे हम बात कर लेते हैं. तो मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट के अंदर आपको मिल जाते हैं टी बिल्स, मतलब ट्रेजरी बिल्स. ठीक है, टी बिल्स मिल जाते हैं. इसके अलावा क्या मिल जाते हैं, कमर्शियल पेपर मिल जाते हैं. इसके अलावा क्या मिल जाते हैं, इसके अलावा सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट मिल जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये सारे जो हैं ये क्या हैं आपके, ये सारे ही आपके मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं क्योंकि ये शॉर्ट टर्म इंस्ट्रूमेंट हैं. और जिन भी मनी जो भी फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स होते हैं आपके जिनकी मैच्योरिटी जो है वो शॉर्ट टर्म होती है, वो मतलब अप टू 1 ईयर आपकी मैच्योरिटी होती है. ठीक है, तो उनको हम कहते हैं मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट. तो ये सभी हो जाएंगे आपके मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट. तो ये क्यों यूज़ होते हैं, शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए, मनी फंड रेज करने के लिए होते हैं. ठीक है, तो पहली बात तो हमने समझ ली कि शॉर्ट टर्म होते हैं. तो शॉर्ट टर्म होने के कारण इनका जो लिक्विडिटी है वो काफ़ी हाई होता है. ठीक है, काफ़ी लिक्विड कहलाते हैं ये. ठीक है, तो ये हो गए हमारे मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सभी ने सही आंसर किया होगा. चलिए देखते हैं आप सभी के आंसर्स क्या हैं. बहुत बढ़िया. ओके ओके ओके, सो वी हैव सम इंग्लिश एस्पिरेंट्स हियर. So I'll continue in English because everyone is comfortable in English. So we'll just talk in English. We'll discuss the questions in English. But in between, if there is something that you want me to explain in Hindi, please feel free to write it down in the chat box. I'll discuss in Hindi. Okay. So definitely perfect answer by Vijay ji, Pratibha ji, Avijit ji. And yes, we'll continue in English. All right, so the right answer is all of the above. Now here's the next question. The money market contributes to the economic stability and development of a country by providing short-term liquidity to government, commercial banks and other large organizations. Is this statement true or false? What do you think? It's a true false type of question. Please try to answer this one. Is it true or false? Quickly. Very nice. I'm getting the answers. Vijayji already answered. So yes, the right answer here is true. It is absolutely correct as we have discussed. So Abhijit ji is saying false. Abhijit ji, actually it is true. If there is anything that you are doubtful about, let me know. I'll explain that thing to you. Okay. So what happens is, money market instrument are the short terms, we have talked about it. Now whenever any organization, it can be commercial banks, it can be large organization, government, anyone, if they want short term liquidity, they can utilize money market instrument, and therefore it helps in maintaining the economic stability and development of the country. So that is the reason this statement becomes true. I hope we are clear with this. If there is any doubt, please let me know. We can discuss on that as well. Here is the next question. What are the functions of money market? It is about the functions of money market. So you see how using the MCQs we can prepare in a wholesome manner. How? Every concept we are covering using some questions, and it helps us to retain the information for a longer period. So that's why MCQs are really effective. Okay, so I started getting answer. Functions of money market are financing trade, central bank policies, both A and B, none of the above. What do you think? Manoj Dhiman ji, Vijay ji, two answers till now. What about others? So everyone, please answer this. Alright, let's move to the right answer then. Shall we? Okay, so the right answer here is option number C. That means both A and B. Here's the next question. So it's, I think, repeated here. Okay, commercial paper is an unsecured loan issued by large institution or corporation to finance the short-term cash flow needs. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? So for this, you need to know what is commercial paper. You need to understand a few things about commercial paper in order to answer this question, right? So I'll talk about that. Just first try to answer this question, and then we'll discuss. Okay, मनोज धिमन जी, कैन यू एलैबोरेट? मनोज जी, आप अपना डाउट मुझे दोबारा बता सकते हैं? लोन नहीं है मैम. ओके 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 ओके, तो आपका कहना है ओके, ऑलराइट. तो हम बात करते हैं इस पर ज़रूर. तो आप सभी के आंसर्स आ जाएं, उसके बाद हम इस पर डिस्कस करते हैं. ठीक है, ठीक है. देखिए, व्हाट हैपन्स, व्हाट इज लोन? Loan is something that it's a form of borrowing, right? Now borrowing can be of other types as well. In commercial paper, what happens? Commercial paper is a unsecured form of borrowing. Now whatever is borrowing, you can call it loan. So yes, that is the reason why you're calling it loan. So it is short period debt tool that is used by the companies that are usually the ones that are having some temporary liabilities, or so the thing about this commercial paper is, first of all, it's unsecured. Now something, what is unsecured? Something that is backed by government. We know it's going to be secured, we know it is going to pay back. Commercial paper, actually they are issued by large institutions, the companies, and those mostly the corporate sector, and it can be anything, but not the government. So what happens is it is unsecured. Now the maturity in this paper do not last longer than 270 days. So maximum is 270. So these are like the promissory notes only that are allotted at large cost and exchangeable between all India financial institutions and the primary dealers. Now, who are primary dealers? We are going to talk about it in the coming questions. What happens in the case of your commercial paper? See, most of the commercial paper, if we talk about it, what they do are, the investors are from banking sector, or the individuals, or the corporates as well, and some incorporated companies as well. So let's understand some more things, like the foreign institutional investors can also be the investors in this, and NRIs can also be. Now, but there is something, the financial foreign institutional investors that I'm talking about, they can only invest according to the limit that has been highlighted by the SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Okay, so there is a limitation in their participation. In India, if we talk about it, the commercial paper is short-term unsecured promissory note that is issued by the primary dealers. So primary dealers issues it, and the all India financial institutions also issues it for a period of 90 to 364 days. Okay, so it becomes short-term instrument, right? It's under 1 year, so it is a short-term instrument, and everything that we have talked about till now is true. Now, it was introduced back in 1989, right, in the money market. So it was initially recommended by Waghul Waghul working group on some points. I'll just write it down. Waghul working group. Okay, it was recommended by a Waghul working group. So the registration of the commercial paper should be granted to the companies that are having this. This you should understand, because I am trying to cover as many points as possible with the questions. So the registration of commercial paper should be granted to the companies who are having at least 5 crore net worth. Okay, so 5 crore net worth is required, right? That's the minimum net worth requirement. And you should have excellent dividend payment record. Why is it so? Because if some company, let's say I am forming a company today, and tomorrow I'm going to say that okay, I'm issuing some commercial paper, and I'm issuing the papers, you can give me money for this. So it's possible I may run away if I'm not very credible company. So I may run away. So in order to ensure the reliability, these minimum standards are set. So this is about this one. Now, what happens? The Reserve Bank of India should manage the paper amount, entry of the market, and all those things, and the total quantum which can be upgraded in a year. So there is no limitation on the commercial paper market apart from the least size of the note. So what happens is, here if we talk about the lot size, each lot should not have it should not be less than 1 crore. And what is the next thing that we need to understand about it? The size of one issue and each lot. You see, one issue should not be lesser than this 1 crore, and each individual note 5 lakh. So 5 lakh, a lot of times this question is asked, what is minimum limit to invest in this commercial paper? So it is 5 lakh. Okay, so that is about this one. I hope that we are clear till this point. Now, what happens? The commercial paper can be made in the terms of interest, or it can be offered as at a discount as well. I hope you all are aware of the zero coupon zero coupon bonds. So in that way as well it can be issued, or it can be issued on some interest as well. So I hope that we are clear till this point, and everything about commercial paper is clear. So for this question, what they are asking, it is unsecured loan issued by large institutions or corporations to finance short-term cash flow needs. Perfect. So it is true. So here Rakesh ji answered it correctly, Raj Bob ji answered it correctly, and Srinivas ji answered it correctly, Madhavi ji answered it correctly, and Manoj Dhiman ji also answered it correctly. So very nice, perfect. Thank you for confirming, Manoj ji, and please feel free to ask all your queries during the lecture. Now here is the next question. Maturity of the treasury bills, that is what is asked in this question. So the maturity of T-bills, that you have to tell me. With this also we are going to cover a very important concept of T-bills. So what do you think should be the right answer here? Everyone please try to answer it. So done, everyone? Very nice. I'm getting the answers. Vijay ji answered it. Vignath ji answered it. Raj Bob ji answered it. So, and Manoj Dhiman ji also answered it. Very nice. That's the perfect answer. So, what are the maturities currently available in India? So, presently there are 3 tenors that are available. 91 days, 182 days, 364 days. For exam point of view, remember that currently we have these 3 tenors available in India. Okay, so money market T-bills are what? They are also money market instruments. They are short-term debt instruments that are issued by Government of India. That is the distinguishing factor between this and the previous one that we have discussed. So it is issued by Government of India. Now when something is issued by Government of India, it is highly secured. So that is one thing. Then presently it is issued in these 3 tenors, but all of these are correct as per the maturity because it varies. Okay, now what happens in the case of your treasury bills is it is a 0 coupon security and it do not pay any interest. Now I hope that you have idea of what is 0 coupon. So what is 0 coupon? Are you all clear about it? And currently what is happening, it is the coupon payment dates are half yearly. So if you look at if you go through the RBI website, you'll find the data that every July 8th and January 8th every year you're getting the payments. So it's half yearly payments, and it is some amount is, see, if you talk about this T-bills, what happens, they are, as I've told you, that they are purchased at price lesser than the face value. So what is 0 coupon bond? I'll tell you about it. It is purchased at a value that is lesser than. Very nice, perfectly answered by Manoj Dhiman ji. So yes, perfect, and Pratibha ji also answered it correctly. Akash ji, no problem, we'll discuss about it. What happens if something is 0 coupon? We'll say why we are going to purchase such instrument which is 0 coupon, which is not providing any interest. So the concept behind it is that if it is 100 rupee, if something is worth, let's say face value of something is 100 rupee, instead of 100 rupee they're going to give it to you at, let's say, 90 rupee. So they have issued this at discount, and after, let's say, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, whatever the maturity is, after that it is redeemable at par. So that means when you redeem it, you will get your 100 rupees back instead of 90. Okay, so it was issued at discount, but you will get the face value when you actually go to redeem it. So that is how the 0 coupon bond works. Manoj ji is saying very nice explanation. Thank you so much, Manoj ji. Your comments keeps us motivated. So please everyone, if you're liking the session, do not forget to like the session and share it amongst your friends so that more and more people can join in. And do not forget to press the subscribe button so that you keep on getting all important marathon sessions every day. We come up with such sessions like every day there are classes. So at 10 o'clock I'm coming live every day, for the accounting and finance for bankers 500 top MCQs. Then on weekends we are having these marathon sessions. So if you are liking these sessions, if you have some other demands, you can post it in the comment section as well. I'll come up with that video as well. All right, let's come to the next question. Here is the next question. So previous question perfectly answered by all of you. Now what is the underlying collateral in the repo transaction? So in order to understand this, you need to know what is this repo transaction, right? Everyone, please try to answer this one. No, the question here is okay. So I think all right. So I'm getting the answers from Manoj ji, Abhijit ji, Madhvi ji. I think is lagging like some. She's streaming some 2-3 minutes back. So what is happening, Madhvi ji? The maturity is 91 and we have discussed here 182 and 364. Okay, but all of these are possible maturity of T-bills, so that's why option number 4 was correct. Now here let's see what you all are saying. Alright, so the right answer I'm getting from Manoj Dhimanji answered it perfectly, Abhijit ji answered it perfectly, Raj Bob ji and Vijay ji answered it perfectly. So the repo transaction's collateral is securities. What happens in the repo transaction? In repo transaction, the borrower, let's say a bank wants to borrow some money on urgent basis. So what they can do? They can sell their securities as a collateral to Reserve Bank of India. Okay. So what is happening as a collateral? They are keeping the securities that they were having. They are selling it to RBI with a repurchase, repo as in repurchase agreement, that you will buy it back at a special rate. So whatever rate you are going to buy it back, that is the interest, the difference between that rate and the rate at which you gave it to RBI. So that is the interest. So repo rate, as we hear about it, it is a repo, in short, if you want to understand about it, it is a money market instrument which enables the collateralized short-term borrowing and lending through the sale and purchase of the these operations of these securities. So under repo transaction, what you do? Holder of securities, let's say my bank is there, it is in need of it, it's having some liquidity crunch. So currently I need some funds at earliest. So what I can do? I'm the holder of security, I'm having some government securities or any other securities, whatever we are talking about. So security, I'm the holder, so I sell these securities to the investor, that means Reserve Bank of India, with the agreement to repurchase it at a predetermined date as well as the rate. Okay, so that is about the repo transaction. So which one becomes correct here? Option number 1, securities. So let's move to the next question. Who operates the collateralized borrowing and lending obligation? CBLO. Try to answer this one, everyone. CBLO. Sometimes full form of CBLO and such type of questions are also asked. Quickly answer this one. What is the CBLO? What do we understand about the CBLO? Do you have any idea about it, or shall we discuss it? see what happens. Any financial institution, they at times they get into some liquidity crunch. They require some liquidity or ready cash in order to meet their transactions. So usually a repo facility is there, which we have just talked about in the previous question. So RBI gives 1-day loans to scheduled commercial banks as well. Okay, another mechanism is called this CBLO. So another mechanism, basically it is called as call money market, where financial institutions can avail the loan for 1 to 14 days. That is the money market, this call money market. So in the same way, quick money or short term money can be obtained by the financial institutions from the collateralized borrowing and lending obligation market. What is the CBLO market? Let me explain you. So the CBLO market is a money market segment operated by Clearing Corporation of India. So that means CCIL is the one that operates it. So in CBLO market, the financial entities can avail the short-term loans by providing prescribed securities as collateral. In terms of functioning and objectives, the CBLO market is almost similar to the call money market. So the uniqueness of the CBLO is that lenders and borrowers are what they do is they use the collateral for their activities. Take an example. Borrowers of the fund have to provide collateral in the form of government securities, and lenders will get it while giving the loan. So there is no such need of collateral under the call money market, but here this as the name suggests, collateralized borrowing and lending obligation. So these are the ones. So who all are the participants in this CBLO? So the institutions that participate in CBLO are the ones who have either no access or restricted access to their interbank call money market. Still, is the institutions active in the call money market can participate in CBLO market, but the nationalized banks and your private banks, foreign banks, cooperative banks, insurance companies, mutual fund, primary dealers, bank primary dealers, NBFCs, then corporate provident fund or pension funds, these are all eligible for CBLO membership. So they have to avail the CBLO membership to do the activities in the market. Whatever, if they want to be involved in these activities, they should first be a member of CBLO market. Okay, so the right answer here becomes option number 3. Perfect answer I have received from Gola Nagarjuna ji, Vijay ji, and Rajbab ji, and Manoj Dhiman ji, Pratibha ji, and 2 incorrect answers are there, but no problem. I hope that Rakesh ji and Praveen ji, now you are clear with the what is the CBLO facility and what is the CBLO market and who operates the CBLO market. So I hope that we are clear now after discussing the details about it. If still at all there is any doubt, any query, any confusion, please feel free to write it down in the comment section. Okay, now let's come to the next one. So here I have written the explanation too. You'll get this PDF by tomorrow. You check the comment section, you'll get the PDF of the session as well. So keep on checking the space. Then here is the next question. So what is the maximum maturity period of CBLO? Maximum maturity period of CBLO. So it's asking maximum, and you know which sort of instrument is it? It is a money market instrument. What do you think should be the right answer here? Everyone. So you know that it is a money market instrument, right? Okay. No, it's not for 1 day, it's for 1 year. Very nice. Manoj Dhimanji and Bindu ji both answered it perfectly. It's 1 year. Alright. Okay. Now, who publishes Handbook of Market Practices that acts as a guide for fixing interest rate in money market? Everyone try it. So in this attempt you don't have negative marking. So that's why I say that even when you're not very sure of the answer, because we can attempt all the question in this time, from the next time onwards you'll have negative marking. There is no chance of that. If you're sure about a question, attempt it. If not, just leave it. So in this one, what we can do, although still in the next attempt as well, if you are confused about two options, you're confused between two options, in that case as well, you can actually have a sometimes take risk as well, but that's not very safe. But in this attempt you don't have any negative marking. It's the best opportunity for you. So now what you can do, even if you're not aware of the answer, you should know, using your logics and using your logical abilities, what should be the right answer. If you know it, good enough. Otherwise you can after attempting something, when you're wrong, you actually would not forget it for the rest of your life. Why? Whenever that question comes, you'll know that okay, I attempted it incorrectly in that quiz. So that is going to help you only. Okay, so let's see. Very nice, I'm getting the right answers and I'm really happy about it. So this is by FIMDA, that is FIMMDA. So what is this? See, the people who have not studied it, what they do is, what they will do, they are going to think of it as the repo rates and these things, and they are going to take on RBI. But the right answer is FIMDA, because Handbook of Market Practice, it is published by Fixed Income Money Market and Derivatives Association of India, that is FIMDA. Okay. Now here is the next question. Which among the following does not fall under the category of government securities? Out of these, which is not a part of government securities? Can you tell me this one? Everyone? And now we'll move quickly, otherwise we won't be able to cover all the questions. So let's quickly answer this one and we'll move ahead. Which of the following is not a category of government securities, which is not which will not fall under the government securities? Quickly answer this one. Everyone? Very nice. So Manoj ji answered it perfectly. Pratibha ji answered it perfectly. Nagarjuna ji answered it perfectly. Vijay ji and Avijit ji is getting confused. So state development loans are also then what happens? Government securities can be issued for the state this development purpose as well. So state development this loans are also part of that government securities government securities category. Now whenever such question comes, think about it. State, that means government is involved there. Now if government is involved, that means it is going to be highly secured, and we know that government securities are secured, but certificate of deposits are not secured. We have talked about it already. So the certificate of deposit, what they are the ones that we have talked about it. So no, so we were yet to discuss the certificate of deposit. Let me tell you about it. We have talked about commercial paper yet. So this certificate of deposit is a savings account, and it holds a fixed amount of money for a fixed period of time, such as 6 months or 1 year or 5 years, something like that. So in exchange of that, the bank will pay you interest. Okay, so when you redeem your certificate of deposit, what happened? You receive the money you invested plus the interest. Now a certificate of deposit is not something that is a government security. It is not. So it is it is the one which, it is a sort of savings account. It is not a security, it is a savings account that you keep with your bank. Okay, so they have a short tenure, and they are something like fixed deposit, but not exactly. Why? because see, fixed deposit and this certificate of deposit both are bank based investment options, right? So these two are bank based investment options that helps you to save money and earn interest. Yes, so that's the similarity. But the certificate of deposit mostly have a shorter tenure, whereas the fixed deposit, they comes with a varying investment tenures. It can be short, it can be long. So one more thing that you need to know is a lot of times this question has been asked, that the certificate of deposit, what is the minimum that you can invest. So in the CD you can invest at least the minimum investment should be 1 lakh, okay, not less than that. Whereas for FD you can start with 1000 as well. So these are the differences between CD and that. But I hope that you're clear with why it is not a government security. Okay, let's move ahead. Here's the next question. You have to identify the correct purpose behind issuing the government securities. What is the correct purpose behind issuing the government securities? Why government issues the government securities? So 23 people are online currently, and only 16 people have liked the session. So please, if you're liking the session, please press the like button to keep me motivated as well for the rest of the session. Okay, so for those who are answering, okay, I'm getting the answers here. All right, let's see. Let's go by all the options that you are choosing. So like I have got one answer from Deba Pratim Chakrabarti ji, which is the perfect answer, option number 1. Yes. Why? To finance the government expenditure and managing the cash mismatch of the government. So that's why it's a sort of borrowing that they use in order to get the funds to finance the government expenditure and to manage the mismatch of the government. Okay, that's the perfect answer. Now, one answer I've got from Gola Nagarjun ji as option number 2. So, to decrease the fiscal deficit of government, that cannot be true. Why so? Because fiscal deficit, see, if they're borrowing, it is still a borrowing own cash. Okay, so that will increase the deficit, right? Then to improve the cash flow in the market. So government is issuing the government security. Now when the government issues the government security, that means government is giving you the security, you are giving them the cash. So that means they are sucking up the liquidity from the market, not improving the cash flow in the market. They are sucking up the liquidity. They are taking your cash, you're giving you the paper. Okay, so that is the reason why option number 1 is correct. To finance the government expenditure and manage the mismatch of the government. To finance their expenditures and to manage the mismatch that the government is having currently. So for that they issue the government securities. Are you all clear now? By the option number 2, 3, this 2 and 3 are not correct. Are you all clear? Everyone? Thank you so much for confirming. Perfect. Here, so the option 1 becomes right answer here. Name the account that is maintained with RBI in which government securities are held. Thank you for confirming, Bindu ji, Vijay ji and Nagarjun ji. You have to name the security, name the account that is maintained with the Reserve Bank of India in which the government securities are held. Quickly try to answer this one. So we are going to learn a lot of concepts today. A lot of things are discussed in this lecture that will help you to understand so many important concepts. I hope the session will come out to be a very useful instrument in your preparation. So I'm just hoping your active participation in the session. Okay, got some right answers, some wrong answers. Okay, so let me first clarify the incorrect answers that are coming in, and then we'll move to the right answer. So it's not a Vostro account. Why so? Because Vostro account is the one that is an account a correspondent bank holds on behalf of another bank. So that is what we call as the Vostro account. Okay. So these accounts are essential aspect of corresponding bank in which the bank holding the funds act as the custodian or the manager of the account of the foreign counterpart. That is about the Vostro account. So it is not going to be Vostro account. And what about the Nostro account? So Nostro account means an account that bank holds in a foreign country in another bank. So Nostro is a term that is defined from this Latin word ars. So it is there to facilitate the exchange and trade transactions. So this is about the Nostro and Vostro account. Now, what do we understand by this SGL? So let's see what is this SGL account. So SGL account is basically so first of all we know that the full form is subsidiary general ledger. Okay, so it is opened by the bank for the constituent who wish to invest in the government securities and the treasury bills. So that means it is something in which the government securities are held. So this becomes the perfect answer for our question. It is a facility that is maintained by RBI to select entities that who can maintain their securities in the SGL account maintained with the Public Debt Office of the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so that makes option number 3 correct, right? I hope we are clear what is Nostro, what is Vostro, what is SGL. If you want, we can go for this escrow account as well, but that is the least probable answer to this question. So it is just this escrow account is just a contractual agreement in which a third party receives and disburses money or property for the primary transaction party. Okay, so when we have to make some transaction in another country, so at times due to trust issues we use this escrow account as well. There are so many things about it. So it's not just a single application, there are so many examples of this. So it is a third party account where the funds are kept before they are transferred to the ultimate party in order to avoid trust issues. So let's say I want to purchase something from a person who is sitting in let's say USA. I am not able to trust that person. So what I can do, we can have this amount, I'll deposit it in the escrow account. So he would know money has been disbursed by my side, not received yet. When I receive the consignment, I'll just release it, or from the contractual obligations it will get released, and the person sitting in US will get the funds. So that is about the escrow account. I hope all the accounts are clear to you. Very nice, perfect. Here's the next question. What is the minimum amount with which retail investors can participate in the government securities auction? Even if you are not very sure, please try to attempt it. In order to, I'm not talking about just single unit. I'm saying retail investors, if as a retail investor, you know that as a retail investor as well, you can participate in the government securities auction? Now there is a minimum bidding amount that is there. That is my question. Quickly answer this one, everyone. Okay. Okay, let's move to the right answer now. All right. So the minimum bidding amount is 10,000. So that means option number B becomes the right answer. So that is the minimum bidding amount. That means you can and that too the face value. Okay, so face value 10k, and it can be in the multiples of 10,000 afterwards. Okay, so that is about this one. Now for those who answered 25k, I'll tell you that is the one that is true for the treasury bills. So T-bills are available for the minimum of 25,000. Please remember it distinctly. T-bills are the ones that are available for minimum amount of 25,000 and then the multiple of 25,000. T-bills are mostly issued at discount and they are redeemed at par. If I am saying government securities auction and government securities, being a retail investor, how much amount do you need to participate in it? That is 10,000. Please distinctly remember these two things. It will really help you out in the coming questions as well, and then in the exam as well. Let's move ahead. I hope that we are clear with the concept of the minimum amount required for the T-bills as well as the government securities. Now the next question here is, which among the following instrument is not traded on NDS-OM operated by RBI? NDS-OM, what is this? So this is basically a screen-based electronic anonymous order machine, the order matching system for the secondary market trading in the government securities that are owned by Reserve Bank of India. So the membership of this system is open to, currently, if I'm talking about currently, it is open to the banks, primary dealers, insurance companies, mutual funds. That means the entities who maintain SGL account with Reserve Bank of India. Now what do you think should not be right out of whatever information I have shared with you? Can you guess the right answer even if you are not very sure of it? Very nice. I'm glad you are answering it correctly. The right answer here is commercial paper. Perfect, perfect. So, what are the things that are there? I've told you about it. Let's move to the right answer here. Option number D is the correct answer. That means this commercial paper cannot be the ones that are traded in NDS-OM that is operated by RBI. So in August 2005, RBI introduced an anonymous screen-based order matching module that is called NDS-OM. So this is a order-driven electronic system where the participants can trade anonymously by placing their order on the system or accepting the electronic accepting the orders already placed by other participants. So the anonymity, why is it so? It ensures a level playing field for various categories of participants. There is no you can say there should be no biases or something like that. So NDS-OM portal is operated by CCIL on behalf of Reserve Bank of India. This also can be a probable question for us, that who operates the NDS-OM. So you won't write RBI. It is operated by CCIL on behalf of RBI. So that is about this one. Vikas ji, Jai Hind. Very good morning. Very good morning. I'm good. How are you? So let's participate in the next question and see if you are able to answer this. So the rating of corporate bonds up to dash is grade. A dash rate is generally categorized as investment grade. There are certain categories that are meant to, first of all, to judge how good a particular bond is, because see, unsecured instruments are there. We know that corporates can issue bonds. Now how would we know that it is safe to invest in? How would we know? So we require some sort of grading system, right? So this grading system is there. So up to what is categorized as investment grade, that means below that you cannot like you're not worthy of trust. That is about this one. So the corporate bonds, if I talk about it, generally up to the triple B rating they are considered. Very nice, very nice. So I'm getting the right answer from Devpritam Chakrabarti ji, Avijit ji. So triple B, up to triple B, it is considered as that it's trustworthy, it is investment grade. Now here is the next question. Which act governs the foreign exchange management in India? Quickly answer this one. Very important for us to know the year of this FEMA. Very probable question. So it can be asked in any number of ways, that in which year it came into picture and something like that. Very nice. I'm getting the perfect answers from you. That's the right answer. Option number 1. FEMA 1999. Okay. All right. Foreign Exchange Management Act. It was replaced by which act? Oh, sorry. It replaced which act? It replaced FERA, Foreign Exchange Regulations Act. It replaced that. So FEMA 1999 has been divided into dash chapters and dash sections. Although I don't recommend you to mug it up, just for the sake of practice we are solving this one. If at all a question comes, we'll be able to do it, but I'm not asking you to mug it up. So actually it has 7 chapters and 7 chapters and 49 sections. Okay. Now the next question. Name the authority that regulates the foreign exchange in India. Which authority is the one that manages, regulates the foreign exchange in India? Perfect answer by Nagarjuna ji for the previous question. That's great. I was not expecting a right answer at all from anyone here, but that's great that you know about it. Everyone, please try to solve this one. I'm getting incorrect answers here. Answer option number B, Reserve Bank of India, is the right answer. Foreign exchange is a function of Reserve Bank of India, RBI. So what regulates the foreign exchange in India? Reserve Bank of India. RBI is the one that is responsible. Okay. Here, who investigates the contraventions of the provision of FEMA 1999? If something, my question is, let's say I committed a crime that is related to foreign exchange. I have, in any way, I'm involved in some things that are, or let's say, I'm holding more than permissible amount of foreign currency or something like that. Who is going to investigate? Which body? So the investigation is done by Enforcement Directorate, as rightly pointed out by Debapritam ji and Vijay ji. Perfect answer, both of you, and Gola Nagarjuna ji as well. Perfect answer. Here, the next question is, who have been authorized by RBI to deal in the foreign exchange transactions? Authorized agency, authorized people, authorized company, authorized dealer. Quickly answer this one. And once you answer this, you won't forget it. I'm sure. You won't forget it afterwards as well. Sorry. Quickly answer this one, everyone. Very nice. I'm getting some perfect answers here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's the perfect answer. Authorized dealer is the one that has been authorized by Reserve Bank of India to deal in the foreign exchange transactions. What happens? Authorized dealer is the person who is you can think of it in the institution. So now it's not particularly a person always. Mostly in India, authorized dealer are the financial institutions like the banks and those institutions that have been licensed from the Reserve Bank of India to sell and buy foreign currencies. Okay, so most authorized dealers are the banks in India. They are the ones that are licensed to act as a authorized dealer. So why is it so? They are the ones who are authorized to deal in the foreign currency, to buy and sell. So if you are, let's say, returning from another country and you have some foreign currency, or if you want to visit another country and you want to get your currency exchanged, you can visit a authorized dealer. That means a bank, mostly a bank. It's not always the banks, but yes, mostly the banks that are authorized by Reserve Bank of India to be a authorized dealer. Now here is the next question. FEMA was made applicable with effect from. So such questions are also asked sometimes. We should know. Madhvi ji, for which one you're saying? FEMA 1973? Okay, let's see what is the right answer. Right answer is option number B, that is 1st June 2000. Okay. Now, banker's acceptance or BA is basically a document promising future payments which is guaranteed by a commercial bank. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true, everyone? Everyone, please try to answer this one. For those who think it is false, why is it false? Please write it down. Why do you think it is incorrect? Why so? You're saying it's false. Why is it false? Can you tell me why is it false? Okay, let's move to the right answer. No, actually the banker's acceptance is also a term that is there. So banker's acceptance is a short-term financial instrument that represents a promised future payment from the bank with a maturity of between 30 to 180 days. Okay. Alright, so this is a sort of guarantee, but that is called as banker's acceptance. So it is a financial instrument that represents a promise for future payment from the bank. Okay. Now it states that it states the name of the entity to which the funds need to be transferred, along with the amount and the date of payment when the payment will happen. Bankers' acceptance are basically a short-term instrument that are generally having the maturity between 30 days to 180 days. Okay, so bankers' acceptance, short-term instrument, represents a promised future payment from the bank. Now, bank guarantee, what you are getting confused in, bank guarantee can be if I owe you something, so bank can give guarantee that okay, she'll pay you, something like that. But banker's acceptance is the one where there is a promised future payment from the bank. Okay, so this is about the banker's acceptance. Now, once the bank accept a banker's acceptance, the liability immediately transfers from the issuer of the banker's acceptance to the bank. Okay, so that is about the banker's acceptance. गोला जी इज आस्किंग फ्यूचर पेमेंट्स के लिए अभी डॉक्यूमेंट्स क्यों चाहिए? देखिए, डॉक्यूमेंट्स आप नहीं देंगे तो फिर किस चीज़ के द्वारा बैक्ड होगा वो सब कुछ? डॉक्यूमेंट्स इसीलिए चाहिए होते हैं क्योंकि आप जैसे डॉक्यूमेंट्स, जैसे आप ये समझ सकते हैं कि किसी भी चीज़ में देखिए, इधर पे भी क्या हो रहा है, इधर पे भी एक तरह, अच्छा ये बैंकर्स एक्सेप्टेंस हो सकता है किसी और ने इशू किया होगा, लेकिन जब भी बैंक आपका जो भी होता है वो जब इसको एक्सेप्ट कर लेता है एक बार, तो उसके बाद ये आ जाता है इसका, आई एम नॉट actually able to understand your question. Can you please elaborate it once more? सिंपल टर्म्स में है कि अपन को बैंक एक गारंटी दे रहा है विथ दिस बैंकर्स एक्सेप्टेंस कि भाई बैंक आपको फ्यूचर कैश फ्लो ये प्रोवाइड करने वाला है. अगर बैंक ने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया है आपका जो बैंकर्स एक्सेप्टेंस है, तो वो आपको ये पे करने वाला है. ठीक है, दैट इज़ अबाउट दिस वन. अगर कोई डाउट हो तो ज़रूर लिख सकते हैं आप. चलिए, तो हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रेजरी बिल्स आर इशूड इन इंडिया? वी हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑन इट, तो हमने पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, इसीलिए फिर अब मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रही हूँ कि आप सभी इसका आंसर जो है वो मैच्योरिटी पीरियड के साथ लिखेंगे. इधर पे आप मैच्योरिटी पीरियड के साथ आंसर लिखेंगे. कौन कौन से टेबल्स अवेलेबल हैं इंडिया में अभी? बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. बहुत बढ़िया, मुझे सही आंसर मिल गए हैं. गोला नागार्जुन जी ने सही जवाब दिया है, प्रतिभा जी आंसर्ड इट परफेक्टली, एंड बिंदु जी आंसर्ड इट परफेक्टली. सो द राइट आंसर इज 3 टाइप्स. नाउ व्हाट आर दीज 3 टाइप्स? कैन यू टेल मी? Very important question for your exam. So T-bills, they are having these 3 maturity periods in India currently. What are these? 91 days, then you have 182 day, and you have 364 day. So please remember it. It is a very probable question in the exam. Let's move to the next. Okay, 91, 182, and Gola Nagarjun ji almost correct. Like 2 out of 3 are perfect. So that's great that you remember 91, 182, and which one is the third one? 364. So yes, Pratibha ji, perfect. Yes, perfect. So 91, 182, and 364. Okay, here is the next question. Which among the following is not a type of treasury bill issued in India? Very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm getting perfect answers from all of you. So Vijay ji, Pradeepta ji, and then Gola Nagarjun ji and Bindu ji, you all answered it perfectly. It is 45 days. Perfect. Here's the next question. In India, treasury bill is quoted at a discounted price to par value of So I've given you the example initially. Yes, 100 rupees is the perfect answer. Gola Nagarjun ji and Vijay ji and Bindu ji. Perfect. So what happens generally in this treasury bills? What happens is they are issued at a discount from the par value. So this par value is also known as the face value. So generally it is 100 rupees. Okay. So of this, it is the par value or face value. It will be issued at 93, 94, something like that, and it is redeemed at par. Okay. Here is the next question. What is the minimum tradable amount at which T-bills is quoted in secondary market? Try to answer this one, everyone. We have discussed on it now. I've told you about it. Very nice. Your retention is really good. Vijay ji answered it perfectly. 25,000. 25,000. For the government securities auction, we talked about the minimum bid to be 10,000. For the T-bills, we have talked about it 25,000 and then multiples of it. Yes, perfect answer. Issued at a minimum price of 25,000 and in the same multiple thereof. Perfect. Got the perfect answer from Gola Nagarjun ji, Vijay ji, Pratibha ji and Bob ji. So the tenure of certificate of deposit issued by the commercial bank ranges from, very important question, very important, extremely important. So even if you don't know, please attempt it. It will really help you. If I'm saying that period of certificate of deposit with banks, so here the question is asking about banks, commercial banks. Okay, I'll just look at your answers first. Yes, very nice, very nice. I'm getting some very good answers. Yes, perfect, perfect. So the minimum period of certificate of deposit is 7 days. Okay, and the maximum is 1 year with banks. However, now, so that's why, because the question was about commercial banks, option A becomes the right answer. However, all India financial institutions are allowed to issue the certificate of deposit with maturity between 1 to 3 years as well. Okay, so all India financial institution are allowed to issue it for 1 to 3 years as well. But when I am talking about banks, it is 7 days to 1 year. So more important thing is to remember about the commercial banks. So that is 7 days to 1 year. Perfect answer. Now here's the next question. I think it is a repetition. Okay, now. Yes. Answer this one, please. The tenor of certificate of deposit issued by financial institutions will range from very nice, very nice. That's the perfect answer. 1 year to 3 year. Now what will happen once we have understood this concept, that for banks 7 days to 1 year, for all India financial institutions 1 year to 3 year. Now we are not going to forget it. Okay. It is for the financial institution, it is 1 year to 3 year. Okay, very nice. Now, who among the following cannot issue certificate of deposit? Certificate of deposit, who cannot issue CDs? So let me tell you, the certificate of deposits, you should distinctly remember that they are issued by the scheduled commercial banks, SCB, and the just a moment, Siri heard us. Okay, so scheduled commercial banks and the some selected financial institutions. Okay, so that means scheduled commercial banks can issue, select financial institutions can issue, corporates cannot issue this. Okay, so these are not issued by corporates. Now who can get it? So they are issued to the individuals, companies, corporations, the pension funds and those funds, among others. So it can be issued to corporates, but corporates cannot issue it. That is the right answer to this question. So that means option number 3 becomes the correct answer. Okay, perfect. Now name the application process that allows an investor to apply for issue using his bank account. Under this process, the application money is debited from applicant's bank account only if his application is selected for allotment of shares or something. Very important. Very important. So everyone quickly answer this so that we can move to the correct answer. Very nice. I'm getting the right answer here. Very nice, very nice. So that is the ASBA. What is this ASBA? Can you write the full form? Just a moment. Let me change the pen color. Yeah. Applications supported by blocked amount. Okay, that is ASBA. So the definition of ASBA is given here. Have a look, important one. Here's the next question. Name the term given to the bank who are capable of providing ASBA services to its customer. This has been asked in one of the recent cycles of JAIIB. So please try to answer this one. A lot of people commit mistake in this one. Perfect answer to the previous question by Gola Nagarjun ji and Pratibha ji as well. Hello Anil Kumar ji, we missed you in the session. You were not there from the starting, so I was thinking that Anil ji has been consistent in all the marathon sessions. Where is he now? It's great to have you here. So all of you, please try to attend. Okay, if you're not in the Telegram group, do join the group so that you can get the live updates of when we are coming live. All right. So this is, no one answered it correctly. Just one correct answer till now. Yes, Pratibha ji answered it correctly. It is self-certified syndicate bank. Okay. Self-certified syndicate bank. It is the one that is recognized as a bank capable of providing ASBA service to the customers who is eligible to provide it. So only the ones who are self-certified syndicate bank, they can provide this service. So we have certain banks that are eligible, like the Allahabad Bank, Andhra Bank, Axis Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, Canara Bank, Central Bank. So a lot of banks are there. So they all are self-certified syndicate bank. Now the answer in the slide is given incorrect, so don't just option number is given incorrect, so avoid this. Option number 3 becomes, I think 3 na, yes, 3 becomes the right answer. So they are self-certified syndicate bank. Okay, answer explanation is correct, but the option number is written incorrectly. Perfect, perfect. Yes, here's the next question. In which year SEBI Act was enacted? Quickly answer this one. Easy one and important as well. क्या हुआ भाई, आंसर्स नहीं आ रहे हैं? पहले कितने बढ़िया आंसर्स आ रहे थे, जल्दी जल्दी। एनर्जी डाउन, बस थोड़ा ही बचा है हमारा सेशन, तो अच्छे से आप आंसर करो। शुरू से आप सभी इतना कंसिस्टेंट रहे हो। Very nice. I started getting the answers. Yes, so the option number B is the perfect answer. That is 1992. We have the perfect answers from Pratibha ji and Pradeepta Kumar ji as well as Vijay ji. Perfect. SEBI was established for the purpose of regulating which market? Quickly answer this one, everyone. Easy one. Very easy question. Very nice. Perfect answer. Securities market. Perfect. Raj Bob ji, Pratibha ji, Pradeepta ji, and Gola Nagarjun ji, as well as Vijay ji. All of you. Perfect answer. Here's the next question. What is the minimum corpus of a fund that a pension fund must have to act as a qualified institutional buyer? Very important question. Very important. Even if you're not able to answer it correctly currently, it'll, once you see the answer, you'll definitely get the idea and you'll answer it correctly in the exam for sure. So what is the right answer here? Option number B, that is 25 crores. Okay, so 25 crores is the minimum corpus that a pension fund must have to act as a qualified institutional buyer. Here's the next question. Name the authority with which a mutual fund has to get registered before making any offer to public. Which one is the right answer here? So if you want to go public, you have to get yourself registered with some authority. Which one is the right answer from here? Very nice, very nice. Getting perfect answers. Now everyone is back to active mode. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm glad. So that is SEBI. Perfect. So mutual fund is required to be registered with SEBI before it can collect funds from the public. Here is your next question. SEBI regulations required at least dash of the directors of trustee company or board of trustee must be independent. This question has been asked in one of the recent attempts. So please try to answer this. Very nice. I'm getting some answers. Although just one right answer till now. Okay, let's move ahead. The right answer is option number 4. That means 2/3. So SEBI regulation requires that at least 2/3 of the directors of trustee company or the board of trustee must be independent. So they should not be associated with the sponsor. I received the perfect answer from one of the aspirants. Let me see who was that. So Gola Nagarjun ji was the one who answered it perfectly. Just one right answer here. Very nice, sir. So SEBI regulations require that at least -% of the directors of the asset management company AMC must be independent. How much percentage should be the right answer? Very nice. Vijay ji answered it perfectly. That is the 50% directors must be independent. Very nice. So, SEBI regulations require 50% of the directors of AMC must be independent. Here, which of the following term represents market value per unit of mutual fund? Very important. तो जितने भी लोग हमारे साथ यहाँ पर जुड़े हुए हैं, जो भी लाइव हैं, वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर कर दें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें. आपको इसी तरह के इम्पॉर्टेंट अपडेट्स मिलते रहेंगे, इम्पॉर्टेंट मैराथन सेशंस मिलते रहेंगे, और लाइक अगर आप कर देंगे तो हम मोटिवेटेड रहेंगे आगे के सेशन के लिए. वेरी नाइस, गेटिंग द राइट आंसर्स. वेरी नाइस. So that is the net asset value, NAV. What is this NAV? NAV, a lot of times question from this area has been asked. So that is the net asset value. Okay. So let me write it down. Net asset value. So it is a fund's market value per unit. It is calculated by dividing the total value of all the assets in a portfolio minus all its liabilities. So that's how we come up with the net asset value, and it is the one that represents the market value per unit of a mutual fund. Here's the next question. The growth mutual fund invests primarily in which of the following? ग्रोथ म्यूचुअल फंड्स किस चीज़ में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं? देखिए, म्यूचुअल फंड्स का क्या होता है ना, कुछ टाइप्स होते हैं. ठीक है, अब क्या टाइप्स होते हैं, आई टेल यू अबाउट इट. या तो बहुत ज़्यादा सेफ होते हैं, रेगुलर इनकम वाले जो म्यूचुअल फंड्स होते हैं हमारे पास. अब ग्रोथ है तो जीसेक नहीं हो सकता. क्यों नहीं हो सकता जीसेक? इसीलिए नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी बहुत हाई यील्ड नहीं देती है आपको, और ये कह रहा है ग्रोथ. तो ग्रोथ म्यूचुअल फंड्स गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज़ में नहीं इन्वेस्ट करेंगे हाईली, क्योंकि हमको ये पता है कि देखो, गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज़ में इन्वेस्टमेंट जो होता है वो सेफ होता है, हाई यील्डिंग नहीं होता. और इक्विटीज़ में जो इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है वो हाई यील्डिंग होता है लेकिन हाई रिस्क होता है, मतलब सेफ नहीं होता. तो अगर मैं कह रही हूँ कि म्यूचुअल फंड ग्रोथ म्यूचुअल फंड है, सो उसका मतलब ये हो गया कि वो इन्वेस्ट करने वाला है हमारी इक्विटीज़ में. ठीक है, इक्विटीज़ में इन्वेस्ट करेगा, उसमें हाई यील्ड भी पॉसिबल होती है, हाई रिस्क है. पर ग्रोथ म्यूचुअल फंड जो हैं वो थोड़े उन लोगों के लिए होते हैं जो अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं रिस्क लेना, जिनको सेफर ऑप्शन नहीं चाहिए, जिनको यील्ड चाहिए, ग्रोथ चाहिए. तो ग्रोथ के लिए क्या है आपका इक्विटीज़. अगर मैं बात करूं कि सेफ कौन से होते हैं, तो सेफ जो होते हैं जो मतलब यील्ड तो कम होगी. देखो, गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज़ में यील्ड आपको बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं मिलने वाली है क्योंकि वो बहुत सिक्योर है, पता है पैसा आना ही है वापस, कोई रिस्क इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. तो फिर इसीलिए वो आपके जो होते हैं गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज़ वो ग्रोथ म्यूचुअल फंड्स नहीं होते. नाउ फॉर द पीपल हु डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. द ग्रोथ म्यूचुअल फंड्स आर द वंस दैट इन्वेस्ट इन रिस्कियर बट हाई यील्डिंग सिक्योरिटी लाइक इक्विटी, एंड द GSEC is highly secured but low yielding as in it is not because it's very secure, it's very safe, there is no risk of default in the case of government securities. So that's why they give you lesser returns. So the right answer is option number A. Mutual fund that invest in the growth stock equities, that means the emerging companies. So what happens, the emerging companies, because they are not that much trustworthy, they offers higher interest, they offers higher yield. So in order for the maximum capital appreciation, they invest in these growth stock or equities. So that's the growth mutual fund. Name the mutual fund scheme that provides tax benefit under ATC. Try to answer it. Got one answer, two answers, perfect. Two right answer, one wrong answer. Three right answer, four right answer, five right answers, very nice. Six right answers, perfect, perfect, perfect. Seven right answers, eight right answers, very nice. Equity linked saving scheme, ELSS. So that's the one that provides the tax benefits under ATC. Okay, so what is this ELCC? It is equity linked saving scheme. That is the one that that provides you the benefits under this ATC, and they are what sort of funds? So if we talk about this ELSS, what is that? Which sort of funds they are? So this ELSS, what is it? It is a dual benefit kind of investment. So here you get tax deductions as well as wealth accumulation over time. So ELSS mutual fund have a lock-in period of just 3 years, and the shortest among all the saving instruments, and they have a potential to offer higher returns, and as well as it gives you ATC deduction. So these are the important things that you should know about ELSS. Now the next question, what is the maximum period for which new fund offer can remain open in the market? What is this new fund offer? See, new fund offer is nothing but the first subscription offering for any new fund that is offered by any investment company. So new fund offer occurs when a fund is launched, allowing the firm to raise capital for purchasing some securities or something. So the mutual funds are one of the most common new fund offers marketed by the investment companies. Now there are so many of the examples for this, like SBI balance advantage. So although you don't need to go to the examples what is asked in the question, just let's focus on this one. So I'm getting some answers. Let's see what is the right answer. Option number 3. So you answered it perfectly. Option number 3, Bindu ji, Gola Nagarjun ji, Amit ji, and Vijay ji. Just a minute. I think yes. So Vijay ji got confused, Pratibha ji got confused here, Preetam ji got confused here, Bindu ji answered it correctly. So 15 days is the right answer. You won't forget it now for sure. Don't worry about it. So as per SEBI regulations, a new fund offer can remain active in the market for a maximum of 15 days. Here is the next question. It has been asked recently in one of the JAIIB exams. I think last one. It was asked. Please try to answer it. Very important. Which color code represents lowest level of risk in a mutual fund scheme? Got one answer till now. Let's see what about others. Color coding is very important. Very important. Okay, so there are the various risks. They are categorized in 3 colors mostly. So first is blue. Blue represents the one that is low risk. Okay, so the answer to our question is blue, as rightly answered by let me see who all answered correctly. Yes, so Deba Preetam ji answered it correctly, Nagarjun ji answered it correctly, Amit Mahato ji answered it correctly. So very nice. That's option number 1. Then What else, what other colors are there? So you don't have this green, you have yellow. Yellow is for the one that are having you can say medium risk. And what about brown? Brown color are the ones that indicates that it is high risk. Okay. So the blue ones indicate low risk, yellow color coded ones will indicate medium risk. So all the hybrid products that are having some monthly income plans or balanced funds or unit linked insurance plans which invest in both debt and equity, which invest in, so debt is a safe way of investment and equity is the riskier one. If you're not clear about debt and equity, that also you can write, I'll explain it to you. So invest in both. And when I talk about this brown color, it is the one where high risk is there. Now high risk comes with high returns. So all equity fund, as in just investing in equity, so you can earn a lot or you can lose it all, that can happen, right? So that is the one that is included in the brown color code. Okay, they are having a significant risk. All right, very nice. So these are written for your reference. I'll try to upload it as soon as possible, but you can check the comment section tomorrow. You'll get the link to the PDF for sure. The NAV of mutual fund scheme must by mutual just a minute. Yes, must be revealed by. It should be must be revealed by. Must be declared. Mutual fund on dash basis. Try to write it down. The right answer. Very nice. So Deba Pritam ji answered it perfectly. That is daily basis. On daily basis, you have to declare on the website of the mutual fund. You should update the NAV of the mutual fund daily. So that is the right answer. This also has been asked in one of the previous attempts. Here, for index funds, all debt market instruments, the mutual fund must have to round off NAV up to dash decimal points. Perfect answer by Amit Mahato ji. So that is 4. 4 is the right answer. So I received one right answer. It is up to 4 decimal point. So mutual fund round off NAV up to 4 decimal in respect of index funds and all types of debt oriented schemes like the liquid or money market. Now do you know what is this gilt? If you know about gilt, you can let me know. If you don't let me know, I'll explain it to you. Then income, short term plan, fixed maturity plan, monthly income plans, etc. Here's the next question. Who conducts the certification that have to be passed by person entities engaged in marketing and selling of the mutual funds? What happens, see, you cannot trust anyone with selling of the mutual fund products. They can mislead the people, so you have to make sure that they are well informed, they have the right financial knowledge, and because otherwise anyone would go and say you can buy this one, a high risk product you are selling as a low risk product. That should not happen. So The right answer is AMFI, perfectly answered by you all. So AMFI is the one that conducts the certification that have to be passed by the persons, entities that are engaged in the marketing and selling of the mutual fund products in order to check whether they are eligible to do so or not, whether they have the right amount of knowledge or not. Now, fund of funds, mutual fund invest in which of the following? Very interesting concept, very interesting question. Try to answer it, everyone. I'll wait for the right answers from you all, huh? It's very important. Okay. So I think we move to the right answer now. A fund of funds is the one that invests in other mutual funds. Perfect answer. Yes. So they invest in other mutual funds, and what they do, they are going to take funds from you. They are going to pool it and then invest it in another mutual fund, which will pool the funds and will invest in various securities. So this is fund of funds. Okay. In which year the first insurance company was started in India? First insurance company, huh? So it was back in the year 1818. So it was the first company established in Kolkata, which we so this in 1818, which was the company Oriental Life Insurance Company. Okay, so that is the first company that was there. Now the next question is about IRDA. So here is the question: IRDA was established in which year? Very important. This is the thing that you study first. The RBI, Nabard, SEBI, IRDA, the establishment years of these authorities. So please try to answer this one. Okay, let's see what are your answers. Getting some answers. The right answer is option number 4, that is 1999. Very close. Okay, here is the next question: which among the following is not a principle governing insurance contract? Principle of utmost good faith, principle of profit, principle of insurable interest, principle of indemnity. What do you think? Okay, very nice, getting perfect answers from a lot of aspirants here. Yes, that's the right answer, principle of profit. So what are the principles governing the insurance business? Principle of utmost good faith, principle of insurable interest, principle of indemnity, principle of subrogation, principle of contribution, principle of proximate cause. These are the ones that are the right answers. Here is the next question: under which section of Income Tax Act the tax benefit of life insurance is covered? Now I understand how JIP is making us a better banker and better in professional terms. When we study these things, we get the idea of a lot of things in our personal lives as well, in professional lives as well. So it helps you in all aspects. That's how the curriculum has been divided and like prepared for JIIB. In fact, the recent changes that are going to be introduced, they are also keeping an eye on all the important aspects of the things that are required by a banker to know. So that's why they have made the syllabus more extensive now. So it's going to be really difficult as well to clear from the next attempt. Although I'm not demotivating you, it is anyway possible. You can do it. But extra efforts would be required. So I would say to try and clear in this attempt only. From in the next one as well, you can clear. It's not an issue. But you will have to study some additional subjects, some additional things. Plus, even if you're confused between two options, you would feel whether to attempt or not. For now, you attempt all the questions, but that would actually be a bit difficult for you to attempt all the questions then. So the right answer here, okay, the answers are still coming in. So what so just have a look at this question very carefully and think about it. Before moving to the right answer, I want you to think about it once. Okay. So the right answer here is ATD. Oh, sorry, ATC. Okay. So ATC is the right answer here. So as per ATC, that means option number 3, the premium that is paid towards your life insurance policies up to the maximum limit of 1,50,000 is going to be eligible for tax deduction, and the deductions are applicable if the amount of premium paid in a financial year is 20% of the sum assured of the policy. Okay, so it is a very important one. Try to remember it from now on. So it includes other payments as well, like the investments in the provident funds or something like that also is included here, right? Just a minute. Oh, I think we moved to the right answer. Yes. Here is the next question. Name the authority from whom insurance brokers have to obtain the license before carrying out any insurance related business. Okay, getting the answers from all of you. Let's see. Insurance broker we are talking about, huh? So, the right answer to this question is yes, IRD. Now, the next question, the selling of insurance product through bank is called as. Very important concept. Have a look at the spellings as well. Okay, getting some right answers here. Very nice, very nice. So the right answer is bank assurance. Yes. So what it means is, it means selling of the insurance products through banks. So banks and insurance company, they come up with some partnership where they can utilize, they can make the use of the, first of all, banks have a wide coverage and insurance companies have a expertise in that area. So they can in order to maximize the profitability, or in order to reach more people with the good product, what they do is they form a partnership. So what happens is they sell the insurance product through banks. Why banks? Because banks have a very wide network. Banks are spread across the country. Even the smallest of villages and all the areas are covered. So banks customers are they're having a good customer base. And what about insurance companies? They have the expertise in that area. So they come up in a partnership wherein the bank sells the tied up insurance companies insurance products to the clients. So it benefits both. On one hand, you can see the bank earns some fee amount, that is non-interest income type from the insurance company apart from the interest income. Whereas on the other hand, if you talk about the insurance firms, they increase the market reach and the customers because of the wide network of the banks. So the bank acts as an intermediary, helping the insurance firms to reach the target customers in order to increase the market share, and the banks also gets benefited by this. So that is the one. Now a lot of aspirants, what they do, they take on this bank BANK type, this one, but it is not correct. This one is correct. Okay, now the next question, Dash is the sole public sector company for life insurance. Very nice. For the previous question, I got a lot of right answers. A lot of people got confused in BANK or BANC. So it is BANC. Which one is correct out of these? Easy one. Very nice. Getting the right answers. Vijay ji and Pradeepta ji and Ramesh ji answered till now. Pratibha ji as well. Very nice. That's the perfect answer. Life Insurance Corporation of India. That is the sole public sector company for life insurance. Here's the next question. Which among the following is incorrect pair? Have a look at all the pairs, then think about it whether they are matched properly or not, and then decide your answer. Start from the first one. LIC, is it a life insurer? So I'll wait for your answer, then we'll move to the right answer. Then I'll give you the explanation for this one. Which is incorrect out of these? Think about it. So go through all the options. It's not necessary that you have to mark something as incorrect. See, LIC is the life insurer. That's correct. Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India is a credit insurance firm. That's also correct. Credit Insurance Authority. Then Agriculture Insurance Company Limited is a crop insurance one. So none of these is incorrect. That means option number D. Now we often take this none of these for granted. Don't do it. Perfect. So Deba Pritam ji answered it correctly. That means none of these is incorrect. All are correct. See, all of the above and none of these. They are the ones, even when we are not sure of the answer, we are biased towards all of the above. We mostly choose all of the above and we ignore none of these. But sometimes that's the one that is the right one. So please go through all the options before deciding the right answer. Sometimes what happens is we read the options, we see here, okay, option number B looks like it might be incorrect. So we don't have to just make something incorrect when we have the option of none of these. Yes. Here is the next question. A guarantee or assurance to put the insured in the same position in which he was immediately prior to happening of the uncertain event. it is related to which principle of insurance? It is in fact a principle that is of many other things as well. So you should know the right answer to this question. Try to answer it. Have a look at all the options. So, okay, what should be the right answer? So, is this answer for the previous question or this one? Okay, I'll tell you about this concept in detail. So, it is the principle of indemnity. Now, what is this indemnity? It's a very important concept that is useful in a lot of other things in your PPB as well. So, indemnity, I'll give you an example. Think about it. I'll just explain you using this example only. So, what happens in the case of indemnity? I'll give you the example of my college. In my college, we used to pay the fees using this DD. Okay, so I went to bank and got the DD issued of no, towards my college. So the DD was the amount of the DD was how much? The amount was let's say 40k. Okay, so this amount was there. I got it issued. Now while I was returning back to my campus, what happened? I lost this DD somewhere. I lost it. Now what will happen? Will I lose my 40,000 because I already paid? So is it so? Will this be it? There won't be any other solution to this. Let's see. There is a solution. The bank can give you a duplicate DD. Now think about it. It is possible. I might be lying. I might be lying about whether I actually lost the DD or not. The second possibility is it is possible that someone from the college picked it up, saw the name to whom it is addressed and all those things, and they went to the admission section and gave it to them. They were a nice it is possible, na? They were good people, so they just deposited it. It is also possible, right? So in that case, it will be a loss to bank that they issued another DD of 40k to me, that is the duplicate DD. So in order to avoid such losses, the bank will get you to sign a contract of indemnity. Now that contract of indemnity will say that if at all there is a financial loss to bank because of you or any other third party as well in this matter, you are the one who is going to make good for that loss. So that is what the concept of indemnity is about. The contract of indemnity, the principle of indemnity is saving the other party from the loss. So you sign it in the case of getting a duplicate DD issued. In many other cases, you will find this principle of indemnity, the contract of indemnity. I hope that you are now clear with the concept of indemnity. Okay, so that is the right answer in this case. Now the next question is, just a moment. Okay, so this triple I was formerly it was formerly known as which of the following? Federation of Insurance Institutes, Indian Insurance Institute, Royal Insurance Institute. Try to answer it, everyone. We are talking about the Insurance Institute of India, triple I, as in the So it was formerly known as the Federation of Insurance Institutes. Okay, so that was the one. It was established in 1995, 1955. Okay, for the purpose of promoting the insurance education as well as training in the country. Okay, this is about this one. I hope that you are clear with this. Federation of Insurance Institute is the right answer here. Okay, now chairman of Malhotra committee was. This Malhotra committee is the one that is related to your insurance sector. So try to answer it. Otherwise, I'll tell you in detail about this in this Malhotra committee and all those things that are relevant for you. Okay, so this Malhotra committee was headed by R.N. Malhotra. It was associated with insurance sector, this committee. So it was set up in the year 1993 under the chairmanship of R.N. Malhotra, as I've already told you. He was the former governor of RBI. Of RBI. Okay, R.N. Malhotra. Clear? Okay. So here's the next question, which I already explained to you. So if you were listening properly to me, I'm expecting the right answers within 5 seconds. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice. Okay, that's the perfect one. So former governor of Reserve Bank of India. And the committee was related to what? It was related to the insurance sector. Okay, so these were the questions that I had prepared for you today. Is there any doubt, any confusion, any question related to anything at all? So for all those who are here, please do not forget to like the session, subscribe to the YouTube channel of Oliveboard so that you can get all the updates. And yes, are you all in the Oliveboard Telegram group where all the links are shared of the marathon sessions and everything? So you all can join the Telegram group from the description section. The link is given in the description section. Now, what else? So we are having so many courses for that are just suited for this November attempt of your JAIIB, and we are taking the live sessions where we are guiding you all in clearing the exam in this attempt only, because we can understand how important it is for you to clear it in this attempt, as the pattern is changing from the next time and there are so many ifs and buts that are going to be applied from the next time. It's going to be the negative marking. That's a big hurdle that has been introduced from the next time. So we have the live classes going on. If you want to enroll in any of the courses that are offered by Oliveboard, you can do so, and you can use this coupon code Shubhi, SHUBHI, to get the maximum discount. Now it is also possible that you are a banker and you're preparing for any other exams. So if you are preparing for any other exams, any exams, any banking exam, any insurance regulatory body, any exam, so if you want to purchase any test series or any course from Oliveboard, you can use this coupon code Shubhi, SHUBHI, to get the maximum discount on all the courses. So let's say 30% discount is going on currently in the portal. So you'll get 35% discount with using that code. If 40% discount is going, you'll get 45% discount. So it is the maximum discount that you can get using this code. So make use of this referral program. And if you liked this session, please do write it in the comment section so that I can see if you really enjoyed the session or not. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nagarjun ji, Vijay ji. Oh, okay. It was your request only, because of which this PPP session came up. So Thank you. Pradeepta ji is saying very useful session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pradeepta ji. Bindu ji is saying thank you so much. And Pratibha ji, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for your appreciation. And yes, Vijay ji is saying he's eagerly waiting for the second marathon session on PPB. I'll come up with the next marathon session very soon. If there are any other topics that you want me to come live on, so you can write it in the comment section so that I can prepare a lecture on that, or plan the session in this week only. So all your requests, all your suggestions will be duly taken, definitely. So you all can write it down in the comment section. It was really great interacting with all of you. Vijay ji is saying superb class. Thank you so much, Vijay ji. You all have been really great participants in the session, which made the session so interesting, and I really enjoyed interacting with all of you in this lecture. So I'll be hoping to meet you soon with another session. One more thing, every day I come live at 10 p.m. So today Sunday, from Monday to Saturday, 10 p.m. to 10:30, I'm taking 500 most important MCQs of accounting and finance for bankers. So you all can join that session as well for your benefit, and in that I include the numerical part as well as the theoretical part, most important one. So that's the mixed session where I cover the mixed question from all the modules, all 4 modules, so that you can get the idea of exam. In exam we are not going to get the module wise questions. So in order to make you prepared for that mindset should be prepared now. So for that I come up with the mixed session of top 500 MCQs. So you all can join that session, and I'll be meeting you there tomorrow at 10 p.m. and yes, I'll definitely plan another marathon session on PPB for the next module very soon. So thank you so much everyone for attending the session, for interacting so nicely in the session and answering all the questions. It was really great interacting with all of you. Thank you so much, and all the very best for your preparation. Take care.